Hello guys, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of my video diary I'm going to be keeping for the Aquael Reefmax. Now we're just going to have a bit more look at the filter. Now the filter is combined in the back of the tank, so it basically keeps all the front end free for all your fish, coral, and you don't have any unsightly wires and heaters and things inside. Very good idea. Let's just see how well it will work. So in the first compartment we've got 3 different baskets for your media. Now I don't know actually what's inside it at the moment because I've never actually taken it to bits, so you'll basically see it as I do. In the next compartment we have a protein skimmer. Now I've never used a protein skimmer before, so I'm not exactly sure how it works, so we'll have to get around to figuring out how it works. In the next compartment there is for your heater, and in the last compartment it's sort of a comb filter just to make sure that everything's been taken out before it puts the water back inside your tank. Now, just to quickly go back to the heater situation, as you remember in the first video we had a problem where it looked like we were supplied the wrong heater. Now, I've been in talks with the rep for Aquael who assures me that it is actually the wrong heater. He's not quite sure why I've ended up with that one, but he's going to send me the correct heater out in the post, so hopefully that should be resolved and we can basically get on with setting the tank up. So next we're just going to have a look at the filter baskets, so we'll take those out and we'll have a look. Okay, so now we're going to have a look into the filter compartment. So to open the first one, now you'll see I've had a slight niggle with the tank so far, and that's with running the cables. You might be able to see the cables running across here, and there's one running out of the back of the protein skimmer there. Now I haven't quite got the layout of the cables running quite right. They seem to always slightly be in the way, but it's maybe just I've got them running wrong, but we'll have a look at that in more detail later. So we'll have a look at what's in the first part of the filter. So this should just lift out. Here we go, a bit stiff. And as you see, everything's just slightly in the way. What I'll do is take the little comb off the front of there, it might make things a bit easier. There we go. So obviously the first part of the filter, obviously just drain the water through. There we go, so let's have a look in the first basket. Alright, so in the first basket we have filter foam with looks like bio balls in there. And the next compartment, which again just seems to be bio balls. In fact, those 2 are stuck together. Yeah, and again, more bio balls. And there's also another bag of bio balls. So, the filter basically consists of bio balls. So, that's one part of the filter looked at. Now the next part is the skimmer. Now, again, I'm not sure exactly how this works, but obviously that's the top there. Now, I do know it obviously works by creating bubbles which then pop and leaves the dirt inside this compartment here, so that does need to be cleaned out pretty regular. Now, I've noticed that this part is pretty stiff, and the problem that I've been having, which you might not be able to see here, but the cable which I've actually run through the back here, which may need to run across the top and out of the side, and that's maybe for the heater, I'm not quite sure. We'll have a look at that again once I get the heater. But putting it together, it is quite stiff really. It's not just a simple drop in. So again, it might be something that I just need to get used to, but it just seems a bit awkward. There we go. See, it's not quite sitting straight, but again, it's probably one of the things I'm going to have a look at, and it's just going to take some getting used to, I believe. And the last compartment here, if we lift those out, that is just the comb filter, which again I believe you can just buy new pads for those when obviously they get that dirty. So we'll just pop that back inside there, and that's basically it for the filtration system. Okay, I'd just like to quickly show you something that we realised. Now, when we've put the filter basket back in, we've actually noticed a slight problem with the tank. Now, I don't know if you can quite see, but the glass divider that sits in between the skimmer and the media baskets isn't actually straight. To to sort of show you really, it's sitting in at an angle, and the problem it causes is the top of the filter here, it doesn't actually fit into the gap, because it's supposed to sit on the glass lip which sits between the filter and the tank, and it won't actually sit on because of the angle. A really annoying little fault, but we shall report back to the Aquael rep and keep you posted on how we get on.